Hey, been a long time coming, but I really want to talk about this latest interview from Ishiyama that was taken by New York Times. No cap. The New York Times interviewed Ishiyama.
Now, before we start, we're just gonna have some comparisons and have some thoughts on the matter. My thoughts on his takes on the ending of Attack on Titan regarding Eren and obviously Armin. So, without further ado, let's get busy. So, we're gonna start off with the very first part of the interview, and this is the what we see in the beginning. All the good works that Ishiyama has done, everything up to this point with the manga, even with the anime itself. Talk about the differences of the ending and his decision on the matter. And mind you, there's like a lot of interviews about Ishiyama with Attack on Titan. This is like the recent one that actually got me annoyed. So let me start with the first question with the interviewer that said here in bold. That manga ended a couple years ago, and anime is just finishing now. How do you feel about the story come to an end? And this is Ishiyama's response. For this anime to be made, and for that to go beyond the borders of Japan and to reach a worldwide audience is something that's been a very happy occurrence for me. Mind you, this is translated from Japan to English. I think like Japan again. Translations can be funky, so bear with me. In a sense, Attack on Titan has connected me to the world, and that's something that I'm very glad happened. Like I said, funky stuff. Okay, cool. That would really go with the AI manga, but I never heard of manga to be that proud of like having his work to be like enjoyed throughout the world. Besides maybe someone like Akira Toriyama, Kishimoto, maybe even Hirokoshi. But yeah, makes sense, right? Here's the next question he has. How much of the ending from the manga did you have in mind when you first began writing Attack on Titan? And how much did it change along the way? Now, there's a video out there that actually explains that before the ending that Ishiyama picked, there were three endings. And all regarding the ending of Attack on Titan before the Marley Island. Three endings regarding the ending for Attack on Titan. However, only three of them were specifically before Marley was even a concept to be discussed about. So, let's get into that, shall we? This is Ishiyama's answer. That was pretty much there from the beginning. The story that starts with the victim who then goes through this story and becomes the aggressor. Ha ha! Wow! Ishiyama, why don't you tell everybody that you want to kill everyone at the very end of the story? That was the first ending. Remember that? You said it yourself. You said it yourself. You want to kill everybody. Meaning people like Eren, Mikasa, Armin. From the beginning, it's a joke. That's the first lie. Come on. That's not right. That's not right. You can look it up yourself. He wanted to kill everybody. Bro. Smoke everybody. Your favorite characters. Levi. There was potential Levi getting smoked. How? Eh? Well, what was the second one? Shoot, I don't remember the second one. Well, I do remember I think either the second or the third one had to do with the Battle Shinan Shinan ending, with most of the characters being dead except for Eren and all of that. And the ending of the arc of Battle Shinan Shinan supposed to be that ending. To leave it obscure. I think. Either the second one or the third one. I think all of them lead to deaths. It's just that some of them are like not as like crazy at the first one. Killing everybody would have been crazy.
That's the thing that's very fishy that Isayama would say that, bro. That made no sense. That's crazy, Isayama. Come on. That's something I had in mind right from the get-go. Any other real fan of Attack on Titan who actually read all of Isayama's freaking interviews and all his goals want to do for the ending should know that this was not it. This was not it. Did he really thought about the Rumblings? Come on, no. Come on, man. Come on, man. However, I could be wrong again. I thought there's one video. If I remember the video, I'll put it on the description down below. But this video actually explained all the ending that Isayama wanted. And this that he picked, I think was like the very last one. The ending we have now is the last one. Out of like the 4 or 5. This is the last one he picked. Because he thought it might be good for everybody to accept. But he was wrong. Dead wrong. Even admitted himself that he didn't like the ending. Crazy. But this interview apparently have a new perspective. But saying that he thought about this from the very beginning is bull. That's a flat out lie from the man. Along the way, certain aspects of the story didn't go as expected, like killing everybody. And I adapted and fleshed out certain aspects regarding the warriors, the Marleyans, the Founding Titans' power, the history behind the walls. Makes sense, right? Because the first one, he explained nothing. It does them versus the Titans and everybody's dying. Last time I checked, they didn't explain nothing about the warriors being involved. It's just everybody dying. Again, take what I say with a grain of salt, but this is what I think. This is what I believe, based on the evidence I have. Reading the story, his past interviews, videos even discussing the interviews itself. And before this. So, yeah. But I would say the ending of the story didn't change much. Okay, if you want to say, Eren did 80%. That's a lot of people. When Isayama said everybody, he meant the main cast. So, that's completely different. If that's going to be the main cast itself, so everybody outside the walls will not get smoked. It'll be Paradise itself. Everybody be fine. Marleyan be fine. Paradise and everybody in it, and people that we liked in the series would have get killed anyway. So that changed a lot. Like this part is just low-key scummy to me, bro. There's a much talked about scene where Armin, who was struggling when Eren's turned to a mass murderer. Oh, look at the panel right here, boy. See the panel on the bottom right here? Y'all see it down there? Right. It's right down there under sad freaking Erwin. Under sad Erwin, you see one of the worst panels of Attack on Titan right there. Read and weep. I got the context. Let's continue. Seems to thank him for his actions. Can you talk about the meaning behind the conversation? My thinking there, was it really, bear with me now, that Armin was trying to push Eren away for the sake of justice or what? Wait, whoa. That's not what he asked? Where justice came into this, bro? What do you... Wait, what do you meant by justice? He wanted to defend himself and his people. He wanted to save Paradise from getting smoked by the outside world. If Eren didn't do nothing, he would allow his people to die. Which is something that Krista's older sister was. I forgot her name. Was it Freya or something like that? Freya Reese, whatever. The older sister, the rule behind the walls. Before if you remember, Eren and Zeke went through his father's memories. Up to that point of him going against the Rice family, the girl, a woman, wanted them, the people appeared to Paris for the sake of the world. In essence, Eren did what she wanted them to do. Eren fulfilled her wish. So in that scene, it's stupid for Eren to get mad because he did what she wanted anyway. Even though it was delayed hundreds of thousands of years, whatever. That was delayed to be that. Satisfy the requirements of let Paradise getting killed outside the walls. One of the walls was there. Outside of with the human population, smoke Paradise could be a right thing to do. You call that justice, Isayama? Pushing back justice. What? It was more that he wanted to, in a sense, take joint responsibility. He wanted to become an accomplice. In order to become an accomplice, Armin had to make sure that he used very strong wording so that he could take those sins upon himself. And so that was the intent behind it. The book crap. I can't believe this guy who wrote his own series made us believe that the book was all it took for Eren to like take that whole interpretation of like seeing the world, seeing how beautiful it is, and think that, oh, I hate it here because people are outside the walls. Not the fact that he and everybody else in Paradise was going to get killed sooner or later by everybody, not just Marley. Mind you, before they even went to Marley, many battleships came out there for surveillance, reconnaissance, or even straight up smoke for Paradise, bro. Because they couldn't dare to even risk any more of their side to get washed by the combined might of the Attack Titan and the Colossal Titan. And plus, Ani was still a prisoner. The only people they had was Zeke and freaking Reiner, along the Jaw Titan, peak as well. But that's not enough to stop Paradise, because Paradise was still like more of a threat. And plus, they couldn't really risk an army to pull up over there to the island. They couldn't risk it because they were still fighting the world. So this whole joint responsibility is done because Armin was not behind Eren going over there to mess up Marley. It was all Eren. And whoever was supporting him, Zeke, Yelena, Armin was not a part of it. He was forced into it. He was forced into it. Like everybody else. And the book example is terrible too. Again. Because it didn't mean that, man, Eren should like destroy the world to make sure the book is like that. Which is stupid, because if the rumbling was 100%, the world would not be like that at all. It would be 10 times worse. Because if the rumbling did 100%, here's a question to y'all. Where would the freaking Titans go? Would they revert back to human? Or would they like be destroyed after the fact? Or would they return back to Paradise and become a warrior? It's just stupid too. Cause what would happen to the Titans after that? What would happen? Because we don't know what happened to the Titans after Eren died. Because something like, they disappeared. I'd love to see that. I'd love to see the Titans disappearing too, which I didn't. I didn't see the Titans disappearing. So that didn't matter. So stupid. Just in my butt, bro. The next question. You have a scene where Eren apologizes to a kid for the carnage he's going to commit and said he was disappointed in the world he saw beyond the walls. What did that say about his motivation? Chapter 131. What did Isayama say about it? What he said? I think that refers to the fact that Eren was dreaming of going to this world outside the walls where there was nobody and there was nothing. Does that make any sense to you? Does that make any sense to you, bro? Does he want a desert wasteland? Does he want to be like the Century's End? Fishing the North Star? Does he want to be like the End of the Road and Mad Max, whatever? Like, does he want that kind of world? Does he want that? No, he wants the one in Armin's book where there's oceans, grasses, forests, volcanoes. The world to be like barren, no life. Stupid. Because it was supposed to be animals there, other human beings, which is stupid, bro. It make no sense to me, bro. Let me continue, bro. It's a stupid sentence in itself. There was an excitement about this world that was just empty, a clean slate. I don't really know whether that's a good or a bad thing. You wrote, and I don't really know why that was the idea that I set up for Eren as a part of the story. Cause it never made any sense to you, Isayama. It's a stupid choice on your part. It's so dumb. But what I can say is that when he does get across the wall at that point, after the battle of Shingansina, he's making no sense with the freaking translation, blah blah blah. It's so vague. It's so vague when he's saying that crap. He says he sees that the world is really not that different from what within the walls. In the world that he already knows. I believe that's probably why that's probably the disappointment that I'm referring to in that specific scene. Why would you not know what's going on? Why would you not know? You have your books, the volumes, your notes, assistants to remind you what the hell happened in your own story. Are you really that lazy that you can't even go back, check your notes, check your chapters, get some reference to what the hell you're writing? What writer does that, bro? Come on. Come on. You must be thinking you're that confident that whatever you have in your head is factual, is good. You don't even look at your notes. You know it, right? But nah, you don't know it. Cause what the hell with this probablys and what? Probablys, what maybes, Pacific scene. It's like he's trying to grasp up straws to make himself make sense, but he's not doing a good job. It's pathetic, dude. It's not good. It make him look goofy. Let's just go look at the very last part of the interview, man. I'm done with this. You've been involved in the anime production for a little while, supervising the adaptation of storyboards, and have been known for asking for changes to the story in the adaptation. So you know, Isayama, you know what's going on. Did you personally ask for anything for the final episode? And this is his response. Yes, absolutely. I checked the script, but the main thing was the storyboards. There were different things I suggested. When it comes down to it, it's really the role of the production to make those decisions. Fair. That's completely fair. But I wanted to at least give my input so that they could take those into account when they were making the final decisions. Okay, the input might be regard to how Eren's an idiot, right? Because Goofy right here, yeah, he said himself. Is that good writing to y'all? You know, on an emotional level, it might make you feel distraught and confused and sad. But we're not gonna have the sad feeling right there, bro. But you're not thinking about the writing itself, dude. You're not gonna think about the writing. You're gonna think about the spectacle. The spectacle, you're gonna feel sad about that in that moment. But the writing itself, that gonna be a behind your mind. Because if you think about more of the writing in that scene, compared to everything that Eren went through up to this point, you will hate it. You will hate that scene. And you look at my reaction to that, bro, in the channel, you will feel it. You will feel how pissed off I was. It was not good. Isayama did not cook at all. Bro, whoever was his editor during those times, from the beginning of the Attack on Titan to the Battle of Shingansina, should have stayed there, bro. Whoever his editor for the last arc of the series itself, man, that editor was a freaking pushover, bro. Golly. That's me personally. This is the final question. The manga ends with you showing the future of paradise, and short of the cycle of war continue. What kind of question? Come on, bro. Come on. What are you talking about? The manga ends with you showing the future of paradise and short of the cycle of. Ugh! Reframe your freaking question, dude. Damn. Is there no end to the conflict and the cycle you present in the story? I wonder if bro even proofreaded his question, bro, before it asked Isayama this. Either way, this was Isayama's response. I guess there could have been an ending where it was a happy ending. Reading this again, I read this before, bro, and it was still pissing me off. I still hear this. And that war ended, and everything was fine and dandy. How about 100%? Yeah, of course it'd be like that. You didn't let Eren do 100%. You would have been doing 100%. Guarantee you, if people rallied behind Eren, they were not betrayers, dude, bro. Whoever his line, heck. If he had children with Eustora, bro, I'm saying they will not disrespect this man, bro. They will worship this man as a god forever. Even though he never wanted something like that, they will do it regardless. Loki reminded me of the Emperor of Mankind from Warhammer. A little bit, surface level stuff. God didn't want to be worshipped, but people will worship him anyway, because he's that dude. As far as the comparison goes. At the same time, the end of fighting, the end of contention is itself. It kind of seemed like it's not even believable. It's just not plausible in the world we're living in right now. And so sadly, I had to give up on that kind of happy ending. This was the last thing. This is the last segment right here, bro. It's garbage all around. I already explained it. There's more context in my video, my long 1 hour video of the final episode. Look that up. At least get like what 30, 40, 50 minutes within the episode in my reaction. You'll see why this is stupid. But here's the short version. Even conflict is not, done away with. It can still be controlled. What I mean by that? For Eren, if he done 100%, the Jaegerists will have more leeway, more control over the population, and that population, even though there could be a small minority who dislike what Eren did, it's still not going to dwarf the establishment of what happened for Eldia. Heck, Eldia can spread all over the world and claim it as itself. They can do that. Even though they would have lost stuff. Most of the things of history would be lost. They can conquer the world and make it the new Earth. New Eldia will be the world itself. Now that sounds pretty peachy. Why? Because it's fiction. You're not trying to make everything realistic in fiction. That's a choice that anyone can make. Make it ridiculous, make it goofy, crazy, cool. You wanna know what's not believable? A freaking skeleton controlling a bunch of giant-sized humans stomping on everybody. That is unrealistic. I don't know what the heck you talking about, Isayama. I'm glad. I'm not that diehard of a fan, bro. I liked it. But after what happened before the rumbling and the decisions that people made during the rumbling, oh my gosh, bro. After chapter 100, slowly but surely, I felt out of touch of it, man. He should have ended the series at Battle of Shinomishina. Probably one of the worst interviews I ever read in my life. The worst interviews of all time. Smash that like button, bro. I would appreciate that. Also, comment down below. Have a discussion. Why you like the ending? Why you don't like the ending? I want to know. We have a dialogue. I'll be out. Y'all be safe, be easy, and be chilled.